Without merit, there's no happiness, kind of inner success, in the slightest, kind of inner slightest success without merit. So therefore, merit is the most, merit is so precious. And happiness, temporal happiness, or up to enlightenment, including enlightenment. Nothing can be achieved. So one has collected merit numberless times from beginning to rebirth up to now. So all this merit is so precious. Incredibly precious. Present merit, all the future merits which have been collected, so precious. How happy I am. So I repeat over and over how happy I am that this 3 times all the merits past from the present and future merit. Remembering all this merit, then tell yourself how happy, how big, rejoicing, thinking how happy I am. Or think how wonderful it is everywhere. The main thing is to feel happiness in the heart. Each time when you rejoice, your merit, it becomes double. So that means having rejoiced, the merit collected from beginning to rebirth. So every merit becomes double. So you collect. Each time when you rejoice your merit, you collect limitless scars of merit, numberless merit. Having rejoiced past, then also the rejoicing present, the rejoicing future merits. So if you want mind awareness of 3 times merits, then how happy I am, realize how precious it is. And then how happy I am, how happy mother. So each time limitless scars of merit you collect. So rejoice, collect limitless scars of merit by rejoicing. So do that as many as possible. So one can do 21 times, or half mala, or 1 mala. So in the number of that. Now the choice, all the sentient beings, the choice, others married, they not. The other sentient beings married. The number of sentient beings. By rejoicing, other sentient being whose level of mind is lower than yours, then you create double merit than what other person collected. You create double merit than the other person. If the other person, the level of mind is higher than yours, then you collect half. What other person, sentient being collected, half of that you that much amount of merit you collect. So one Buddha, you who is not bodhisattva, this is an example. Then it requires a bodhisattva's, a bodhisattva's merit collected one day. If you rejoice, then you get half. You get what one bodhisattva collects one day, half amount merit, half of that much you get. But without rejoicing, bodhisattva's merit, then if one is going to collect that much merit in the life, it is said by Papanga Nyingpo that it takes 13,000 years. And give an idea how long it takes time to collect that much merit without rejoicing. So 13,000 years, it takes to collect that much merit. But if you rejoice, one bodhisattva, just one day merit, which takes 13,000 years, you collect it within a second. So half what a bodhisattva collect one day, half of that much merit you are able to collect. And so now here we rejoice. So if you understand that well, if you keep that in the heart, then with the definite understanding, the faith that no matter how much university education or one get to say how much we put effort, external effort, externally looking for happiness, to achieve happiness. How much we do, including so many years of education, starting from kindergarten, so many years of education up to university, doctoral degree or MBA or whatever degree. However, learning so many different things for happiness, to achieve happiness, in order to achieve happiness. So externally looking for happiness. So how many billions of methods we do externally However, without merit, you see, the inner method from your own positive mind, inwardly, or from your own positive mind, you see, the achieving happiness. From your own mind, achieving happiness inwardly. So the generating positive thought, see, making the mind dharma, see, making one's mind dharma, detached mind to this life, making one's mind become dharma, detached to this life, the renunciation to this life, this, the worldly concern. Then the making one's mind dharma, the renunciation of samsara, detachment to the even the future samsara. So with the detached, once a mind becomes dharma, the detached mind to this life, pleasure. So with actions becomes cause of happiness, of future lives. So the so here one collects merit and they become cause of happiness in future lives. A result of just that happiness in future lives. And then one so the and then mind becomes detached to a future life samsara, becomes dharma, the renunciation of samsara. Then the actions become cause to achieve liberation from samsara, to achieve ultimate happiness. So the merit, the collected with that positive thought, renunciation of samsara, the actions done with that, they become cause to achieve liberation from samsara. Then mind becomes dharma, the bodhisattva, altruistic mind to achieve enlightenment, the thought benefiting others and being cherishing, benefiting others and being. So with that, the mind which becomes the best dharma, and which action become cause to achieve enlightenment for sentient beings. So the merit collected with that attitude and the bodhicitta motivation and that action, so can cause to achieve enlightenment for sentient beings. So those merit, all those, not only the first one, even the first and second merit, but dedicated to achieving enlightenment of sentient beings. But at the end, you see, even though when the merit is collected, it's become just a cause of happiness, which is life, and just cause to achieve liberation from samsara, due to the motivation. But however, after some time dedicated all those merits to achieve enlightenment, even those previous to a merits, and they may become cause of teaching enlightenment, as dedicated for sentient beings, cause of happiness, become cause of happiness, not only a cause of Your happiness, but the cause of happiness of all the sentient beings, if we dedicate it that way. So, however, so without the merit collected, or we see without depending on dharma, your attitude, your positive attitude, dharma, or your action which done out of that positive attitude, or these three levels of positive attitude which I mentioned before, the actions which become dharma. So without depending on merit, or without depending on dharma. So attitude dharma, action dharma. So there's no tiniest you can't experience any happiness. Even the pleasure, even the comfort, pleasure in the dream you can't experience. Not one slightest pleasure you can't experience it. Any success of happiness you can't without practicing meditation, without practicing dharma. You see. All the happiness, temporary happiness, ultimate happiness, liberation, enlightenment, everything, any happiness has to come from the merit, by collecting merit, has to come from dharma, your own attitude which is dharma, your action which become dharma. So so basically has to come from your mind. So as I explained the three levels of happiness, come from the different positive, different from your mind, but different level of positive, pure, different level of pure mind. And so from there you can understand. You see, all the happiness has to come from your mind. Do not come from outside. Has to come from your mind, inwardly, with your positive attitude. So it is totally wrong. It's totally mistaken view, totally wrong, believing it's come from outside. Even though there are conditions, there are external conditions, you see, for the pleasure. It does have conditions, external conditions, but that's not the main cause. In life, even the pleasure in the dream, even the small comfort while we're feeling so hot, and the cool air passing through, feeling comfort, pleasure, that including enlightenment, the highest, everything. Everything has cause and conditions. Cause and conditions. So there are conditions. The conditions can be like our sense pleasures, sense enjoyment pleasures. So has external conditions. It depends on external conditions, but that's what is believed by common people who has no understanding of dharma, who has no understanding of meditation, who has no understanding of mind, real, who does the correct understanding about mind, and which functions of mind, you see, effect of mind, the negative, positive, all the effects, you see. So all the details about, you see, this is without talking, this is without talking, the nature of the mind, function of mind is in tantra, in the highest tantra, this extremely subtle mind, without talking about just the gross mind, negative, positive, and their effects, and their continuity to life. However, so without understanding about, without correct knowledge of the mind, and so the so which includes also karma, subject of karma, it cause and effect that belongs into the that belongs into the title about mind, subject of mind. So seeing the same person one day, the same person you see in your life, the same person you see that person certain times you see that person's enemy, and you see that person a friend certain times in your life, and at certain times that same person again become enemy, and then again become friend. You see that same person, but you see friend, enemy, friend, and enemy up to them, and then friend, and then up to them. The same person you see one day, morning a friend, and then later noon enemy, then later become a friend, or the same person you see even one day like this. So however, all this came from your own mind, projection of one's mind, or and then so even same in your life, in one's life, which is sometimes everything is unpleasant. When your mind is depressed, when your mind is unhappy, depressed, then everything is unpleasant. Nothing's good, unpleasant. Nothing brings happiness. Nothing gives you happiness. Then there are other times when your mind is, when the depression is gone, then when you are kind of excited or when you have happiness, then everything is kind of good, pleasant. So all come from the mind, and then all come from also came from one's mind, and the hell came from one's mind, enlightenment came from one's mind, the liberation, the cessation of the everlasting happiness, the liberation came from one's mind, samsara came from one's mind, everyday life, pleasure and happiness came from one's mind. So so what I was saying. So common people in the world do not have correct knowledge of mind, which includes all these vast subjects. So, however, even though we have intellectually accept, but do not practice in our daily life. So I think we believe even one has studied Dharma, you have intellectual understanding, but do not practice mindfulness in these. Do not practice mindfulness. How all this came from the mind. So then, believe like ordinary people in the world who never met Dharma, who have no idea of Dharma, similar. Then, believing everything came from outside. So all that happiness came from outside. Also, sufferings came from outside. So that. So. Even though one intellectually understands, intellectually one accept, not the God created this thing, but your mind is the one that creates all your suffering and happiness. Even though intellectually, what Buddha explained, the Buddhist philosophy, everything. The creator is yourself, your mind. So any happiness, temporary, ultimate, everything come from your root to the positive mind, and any suffering come from your mind, which is negative. So like that, impure mind. So, however, even intellectually one accept, but in daily life, as one philosophically one accept, or the intellectually one accept, but do not actually think that way all the time. Do not live the mind. Do not live the life. Do not live the mind in that. All the time. So, living the opposite, the other, the wrong philosophy, the coming from outside. So also habituated, also due to habituation also, then could naturally believe in that way. However, so suffering problems. When there's problem, come from outside. When there's happiness, come from outside. So nothing to do with one's own mind. So total wrong view that the originator of happiness and suffering is outside. You see, the originator, the creator is outside. Not yourself, not your mind, but nothing to do with your mind, nothing to do with yourself, came from outside. So basically, even though philosophically or intellectually, even one do not accept God, the God created everything, but in the practice, when there's happiness, success, pleasure, when there's suffering, problems in the life, it is in the practice, in the daily life, become that. There's a creator outside, so it came from outside. So no difference from other religion. We believe in God, or the outside creator. It become exactly the same in the practice. Philosophically, we don't accept, but the intellectually, but so certainly when the problem encountered, then believe originated is outside, created the other person is creator of your problems. The other elements or the sentient being, other sentient beings, the creator of your awesome problems. So like that, you see. So, however, the conclusion what I want to say is that there are conditions outside, like our sense pleasures need external condition. So, common people, because there's a condition outside, so they believe, because that they don't have full understanding of where the happiness comes, where the suffering comes, don't have full understanding of, because don't have full understanding about the mind. So therefore, because there's a condition outside, so they believe that condition as the main cause of happiness, main cause of suffering. So no knowledge, never think that came from one's mind. Cause is not outside; it's within oneself. It's one's mind, the positive, the pure mind, positive attitude, and cause of suffering within oneself, the negative thoughts and negative imprints. That those who do not have the negative emotional thoughts, and that so has so much inner peace and happiness, and who has ceased even the negative imprints completely, then everlasting happiness. It's a total liberation. So who didn't no experience, because didn't have experience and no knowledge of that. So completely believed from outside, you see. So like that. So therefore, that belief is totally wrong. For example, there are many people in the world. For example, there are many people in the world who has no education, like primitive countries in Nepal, like Nepal, like those mountain, Solokhumbu, and Tibet, those primitive countries. You see, there are people who never had university education, college, school, no education at all, can't read one syllable, but has wealth, doesn't have to worry about life, having much peace, happiness in the life, having so much peace and happiness in the life, but no education, see, but no education, see, no education about see, school, university, those things, how to do business, economics, never studied, see, and never learned how to make machines, how to make cars, or engineering and all these things. But there's so much happiness, peace in the heart or in the life. There's no all these kind of worry, fears, all these so much in the life, loneliness, depression, all these, all this, so much expectations in the life of these things. So there are many people who say so much peace, happiness in life like that, and not that much worry, concern. But, also, many people who have wealth, no education, but there's wealth there. So, Bihar, it took 5 years for the material project. The land that we bought to build the 500 feet Mithya Buddha statue. So one tiny land belongs to the government. So government cannot sell land. So you have to lease. So the minister of the Bihar didn't give the signature to lease. So it took 5 years. It took 5 years. It took 5 years. So I thought these stories are part of Mahamudra teachings. because they all are empty. They all are empty. So I thought it's a part of very important subject of Mahamudra. Very important subject of Mahamudra, but they're also empty, you see. So anyway, so we did a little bit of trick. So anyway, so then now it's okay to tell the trick. Anyway. So the next land, before Gaia, the next land is part of, I think, Gaia, the huge. Then it was made hard. The other part doesn't have, I can't say doesn't have, but there's no robberies, or bandits or robberies, or this other part of the state didn't have like that, like the good Gaia. So much bandits and robberies, all this problem happening. So anyway, so that saying the project is going to move to the other, other land. So anyway, so the minister, might issue might give the signature, thinking they might lose the project. So anyway, but the other state, they extremely happy, so happy to have the project there, so happy. So when they receive Masal, who was working for material project, so when they received him, they worshipped him. They welcomed him like Buddha. They all these expensive cars, and then all the school children came, but they threw flowers. So they arranged huge feast, and the schools came and they threw flowers to him and all that. So anyway, what I want to tell us, anyway, so due to his omniscience, the kindness that and the guidance. So the UP that time, the very big statue, I don't know how many feet in Afghanistan, right? Afghanistan. To the very big statue that you see sometimes in some art books, I don't know how many feet, it's just something huge. So there's another smaller one. So two had bombed by the extremist, the people there. So it seems that area there has been so much Buddhism in the past, maybe even Kalachara initiation. I'm not sure what the Buddha. It seems maybe Buddha was there in the ancient the area. However, there seems a lot of practitioners happened, a lot of caves. Supposed to be many caves there. And they said, I heard that 2,000 people are Buddhist, but they never get any support. Around that area. So, however, so that happened. So the UP government want to build a very large, maybe same-size statue. They had this plan. So when they heard that their projects are looking for land, then they requested to His Holiness interview or send letters. So the first they didn't get interviewed. Then on the second time they got interview from His Holiness. So then they say, then they expressed to, I think they probably impressed to His Holiness. I think they expressed that there is so much this coral, this money to make roads and this and that. So His Holiness was very inspired by. They surely have so much interest, and then some thought, why not? Since there are many obstacles there, why not in UP? So when His Holiness came to Buddha, supposed to Kalachara to happen, but didn't happen that time. I think that time. I think that year. So that year or the next year, when His Holiness checked. The next year, the following year, right? I think. Anyway, the year that His Holiness took aspect of sickness, the Kalachara was cancelled. I think maybe that year or the year after. So anyway, so His Holiness explained about the UP, how they, and so interested. Then, so I said, it's up to it's up to whatever His Holiness is. It's up to His Holiness to decide where to build. And there was some other questions, came from His Holiness. But anyway, I just finished the story anyway. This other part. The other question about the statue. So now, not to build, but Guru Shakyamuni Buddha statue is Buddha. there was some other lamas gave some information to us building the Shakyamuni Buddha statue, not Mithya Buddha. This anyway, without talking that part. So as soon as I left up to his soonness, so as soon as I said, our balls there, so means the Shakyamuni Buddha statue in the Buddha Gaya, the stupa. So what is it means? The Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha, our balls. So we check to our balls. So then one day there was a sojourn happened there. So then he's going to invite Gaten Tiba, the Lama Zong, regent of Lama Zong Khapa. It's a hold of the Lama Zong of the throne, Gaten Tiba. After you become Geshe, then go down to college, then you do all the different level the activities, the positions, and the abbot for the Geku, and the abbot, then afterwards the abbot or the Lama and Lama Unze, the one, then the abbot. So, then after some time, you become Shati Church, Changzu, then after the Gaten Tiba. So that's the completion, the procession. So, there, who is able to reach that level is only those who are learned and who has much merit. Only they can reach there. If you don't have enough, those who do not have much, don't have enough merit, then they don't live long. They, get passed away before you reach that position. So that. So however, Gaten Tipa was there. So before as soon as the attend sojourn, then the inside stupa at prayer. There's a golden bottle lamp that is not offered. So if only one nation comes, then then this is legit. So because it's gold, so there's a police. There's a bodyguard police outside the gold bottle lamp. So they leave the bottle lamp. As soon as held my hand and lit together the bottle lamp and so then to prayer. Then checked. Checked. So the one of the as soon as attendant. One tall monk. So he specialized making this daub, the daub, like size of the size of a chocolate, the bigger size chocolate. So that zamba, say flower. So the names are written there. UP or Bihar. Then which place in UP, the Kushinagar, where Buddha, place where Buddha showed holidays passed away. That and then Buddha. So those names written there, and the papers put outside covered by dope. So it is said that it takes half hour to make this. So this attendant very professional, very professional to make. So set. So this he can make this dog, So good in that is very professional. So so he make this, and then he wait, to check, make sure they both are same, exactly same weight. So because many times reincarnation, checking reincarnation like that, or many important things, so then there can be a lot of other people, debate or criticism. It's not the same. They don't have the same weight, but the light one will come out. You see, when you move, stir in the ball. So anyway, so he did all that. Then by stretching out cloth after the prayer to Buddha, stretch out cloth held by each person. Then in that cloth, then there's the ball, and the balls are rolled by Sunas, and then first thing come out Mithya Buddha, to build a Mithya Buddha statue, not Shakyamuni Buddha statue. Then where to build, then came out Kushinanga, where Buddha have shown the holy deeds passing away in sorrowless state, you see. So so when I came to San Francisco airport, I met Geshe Taba, the resident teacher of the San Francisco, the FPMT center, the Chanling. He was at the airport to receive. Came to meet, so I explained to him what happened. Then he said, "Oh, this is very auspicious because Kushinaga, where Buddha have shown the holy deeds passing away, is the place where Mithya Buddha takes birth. Is the birthplace of Mithya Buddha. So it's very auspicious. So later, I check in the text. There's a story about Mithya Buddha, birthplace and all this, showing I think maybe 12 deeds or however. Mithya Buddha's a brief story of Mithya Buddha by his son's or Rurguru, his son Tsar Rinpoche, Lama and myself. His son Ling Rinpoche talked. This is in the radio for Tibetans in Delhi, or the radio. So his son Ling Rinpoche was requested to talk about Buddha's life story. And his son Rinpoche was requested to talk about Mithya. So I had that text. So I checked. So that's the place. This is the birthplace. Kushinaga is the birthplace of Mithya Buddha. So anyway, so hopefully when Mithya Buddha takes birth in Kushinaga, then Mithya Buddha says, "Oh, my statue." Hopefully the statue can last until that time, and Mithya Buddha says, "Oh, that's my statue." And I hope Mithya Buddha will say, "Oh, this looks like me." Anyway, so going back, this anyway, the other story, why some lamas, show concern to His Holiness, what to build large Buddha statue and Mithya Buddha. Simply some story, some of the High Lama not in Kiluk, some other tradition. I heard that earlier to Richard here, for the Richard Care's connection, other High Lamas, the other traditions. So not him telling me, but he told some Fabrizio, the Italian, the famous Italian actor, Fabrizio, next to Richard. So that others were talking. Anyway, since there's some talk, if you build a Mithyapata statue, then Guru Shakyamuni Buddha's teaching becomes shorter. Duration of Guru Shakyamuni Buddha's teaching becomes shorter. There was some talk, but it's not very common. So anyway, so as soon as I said, some of my friend Lama mentioned these. So I explained to so Lama wishes so originally wishes to build Buddha and to Metiya Buddha so that last teaching, Buddha's teaching lasts a long time. But it's completely up to His Holiness. Whichever most beneficial, that's Metiya Buddha or Shakyamuni Buddha statue. So then, there His Holiness mentioned we're going to check. We're going to ask our boss. So the hand pointed to the stupa, you see. So in the front of the Buddha statue. So I asked Marcel, what do you think? It will come out of Metiya Buddha or Guru Buddha? He says, he very comfortable, relaxed. He says, no, Metiya Buddha. He said, Metiya Buddha will come. From some of the definition, he's a Metiya Buddha. He, without any doubt, he just said, no, Metiya Buddha will come out. Without any question. So it did happen. But this I think, but this story is useful. What other lamas mentioned, but comment. The real story is I think the real story isn't this one. I think must be explained. I don't know which teaching. I didn't see the actual text. So I think I might have mentioned. To remember, I might have mentioned one of the days. In Tibet, we saw the Tsipri, this holy mountain. We saw from the road where we did camping. The recent last year to the pilgrimage to Tibet. The Tingri, where Patama Sangye, in Milareva's time, the grave of Patama Sangye. There's a short text, very effective instruction, advice from him, how to practice Dharma, Patama Sangye, where he lived, Tingri. So we were there. That's one night where we stopped. I think we stayed one day there, no? One day. So from there you see this holy mountain there, Tsipri. So that's a very holy place of very precious holy mountain of Heruga, which combines all three: the Mount Kailash, and then Tsari, then Lapchi. This Heruga's holy place, holy body, holy speech, holy mind. So Tsipri is all three. Very, very, very holy place. The whole mountain is totally different than other mountain. That mountain, totally different than other mountain, than the rest of the mountain. So even the form, how it appears. So anyway, that we haven't been there, but we did prostration from the road next morning when we leave. Before we get in bus, we did prostration on the road, from the car road to the mountain. The day before that, in the village, Tingli, the old Tingli, I think, I wanted to go there to find an old person who knows the story. But it seems very, very inspiring. So then, if I went there, so many people will come, but it will become a problem. But of course, the Chinese wouldn't like it. This is one of the things that they don't like. Somebody called Rinpoche or Lama or something. Then attract, so many people. That's what they don't like. So the Sherpa, who put in our tents and making food, the Sherpa group. So the leader of Sherpa went, who organized, went there to look for all Tibetan men. So he found, so this old Tibetan man with a very old prayer wheel in hand, constantly turning to the can, and he told a story about Sipri, very inspiring stories. So I tried to translate to our people. So anyway, somehow the karma is there. So it's very common that to circumambulate this mountain, people in the area from, I think, far remote, and they come to circumambulate. I think it takes 7, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, 7 days, or I'm not sure what it takes. So many Tibetan people. I met also in the past when we were going to Tibet pilgrimage. In the past, I saw Tibetans. They put their things on the donkey, and they said they came from circumambulation, something like this mountain. So anyway, so this Sipri, you see, there's a road that goes around. So this side of, you see, where this side where there's a mountain, this side, then this side is not a mountain. There's the other side. So this side, the right side, the road, right side of the road, where there's the mountain. So there, every stone that you see, it has special mark, like conchal shapes or grains, or all sorts of. Every stone has all sorts of design, some natural. So there's a huge difference. This side of the stone and this, where the mountain is, side of this road, right side of the road, the mountain. So every piece of stone, everything is all kind of has natural design. See, showing the holy relic. You see. So how about something? It is amazing. It has amazing stories that for the 4 traditions, many high lamas, achieve rainbow body or they achieve realizations. There are so many hermitages, full of hermitage. About 100, more than 100 hermitages, also Lama Tisha. So after we finished the tour in Tibet, this recent pilgrimage, come back and then I met a monk who took all transmission of a practice called one-handed dharma. they make a charity to brothers, nagas, and they offering to Guru Dhamma Sangha. It's got a very important practice. It includes thought transformation. See, what is called the Lama Zopa. With the skillful means of 4 activities, apply whatever you encounter, happiness, suffering, you apply to meditation. By practicing, please grant my blessings by practicing the samaya of the thought transformation. By doing the practice of the samaya of the thought transformation, may my life be meaningful in that way. So the Dharma Gyatsa, so that is 4 activities of what is content. So the monk can ask for, I don't remember, teaching or lung or something. He was the young attendant of second Bodhisattva or the Lumbu Rinpoche, or I've forgotten, second Bodhisattva or Lumbu Rinpoche for many years. However, since he became a good practitioner, it seems. Anyway, so he went into Tibet. He did 2 years research. This is about Tsipri. He lived there and he did research 2 years. So he made a book, a story of the whole holy place, the whole mountain, all the hermitages, the different monasteries. He made a whole book, very, very inspiring, extremely inspiring. Different yogis, meditators came there. And the Marpa, predicted to Milarepa, is the place to practice those Dakinis gave advice to go there to practice. So the quotation of that. However, so this monk asked me to. There must be some karma. Where he came and he showed the book and he asked to rebuild this all these hermitages there, rebuild and then make it available. The Saragat and Devon, those monasteries, they become, after they finish their study, then come there to actualize the path, to meditate. So there was one of his ideas. However, also other traditions, so to revive. And he offered one place there, one here, one area to say for you to live, and then there's also Lama Teacher's holy place. So there was a true story material with the statue before, because there was one stone, one huge rock, and with very poison that so many beings who ever touch the rock, they die immediately. So then one Lama, one high Lama advised to build a Mithyapa statue to opponent to that. So then it didn't happen. So he request to build that. So idea is to build it bigger than true story. So, however, so he made a sort of like brochure or explaining about the holy place, introduced people. So there he explained. So this is taken from some other teachings. So here is the correct, the actual story. So end of this. Before Mithiya Buddha descended in this world, there's a time, I think maybe explained in Abhidhamma Kosha. There is a period, so many people nothing like before. So many people in this world, they die by, they get sick, so much suffering of sickness. Then there's another period, no comparison to the past wars, no comparison of those past wars. Another period, there's one period of war. So, unbelievable. You see, it seems all of the world is nothing like comparing past. Then there's another period where famine. There's a period in this world, everybody suffers famine. So unbelievable. So there's duration like this. Even of the weapons, even of the famine, even of the sicknesses, something like that. So after all this, then Mithiya Buddha, finally the Mithiya Buddha descends. So if you build the Mithiya Buddha statue, the actual story is that all these, the people in the world, they suffer unbelievable, these different occasions. You see. So if you build a Mithiya Buddha statue, then all these sufferings, even of the weapon, even of the sicknesses, even of the, so it means it lasts for eon, I think eon, it's called eon. So it must be last unbelievable long time. Each of these problems, the unbelievable, the suffering of the world. So by building Mithiya Buddha statue, so all these, weapons of eon and famine, even of famine, even of weapon, even of the sickness. So makes shorter. It becomes shorter. The duration of time becomes shorter if you build a Mithiya Buddha statue. So I don't know which text he got this, but in the brochure he explained. I heard there's different periods like this. I think maybe Abhidhamma Kosha. So however, so therefore it seems. So he explained purpose building Mithiya Buddha statue in that way. So I thought the project building Mithiya Buddha statue become much more important. That is very urgent. All these different suffering times become the eon of different suffering. Short. So. So I did accept to revive all this, the Tsipri, the holy mountain, all this hermitage and the Mithiya Buddha statue. So hopefully able to as well. Then you see, hopefully that many meditators can use that and have experience and see each have experienced path and its enlightenment. So from that, the additional reason to build a Mityabhuta statue. Then I thought maybe to build 100, say, maybe 8, something like that, Mityabhuta statue in this life, that in this world, but not satsa. Satsa you can make, I'm sure, 1,000, not satsa, but at least one story, one story bigger than one story. So counting like that, 2 story, 3 story, however bigger. So 108, so this all these different periods, this eons of these sicknesses and the famine and war. You see, the eons of the weapon, so become shorter. So anyway, that's just extra. That's just besides 500 feet, another extra dream. Another extra dream. Anyway, so anyway, going back. Now returning back to the subject. So anyway, so this minister of Bihar, he was put in prison, not by us. Not by military project. He'd been there. I think he'd been a few times. I think. I think that must have been like a retreat for him, going for a retreat. Anyway, so we went. So I thought he might give, might help to create nature. So Lama was there, and Lama's teacher, Lama Kunjo was there, Lama and some was Sanghas. So I thought he might be inspired and might give. So we went, he was looking through the window, and, kind of, from the prison, looking through the window, we are outside. Then I don't know what he thought. And then afterwards he called us in, so we went inside with the stems. You have to get a stem on the hand, because I think prisoners, there's danger to escape. You see, so we have to get the stem. So anyway, so I went to see him. Then he said when you come out, he will keep the signature. He said. Then he came out. With police, guns with police. He came out. So he built one small statue Buddha in the prison. There's a ground, big ground. There's on some post, on some cement, like that. He's built that's exactly the size of Mitya. The size of that. What do you call? Huh? So that size here, I don't know what's called this one, the speaker, right? So that size of Buddha statue. So he came out to show us this. He built this one. Anyway, so then he was released after some time, but he didn't give us the signature. So anyway, all those times, whenever he went to prison, his wife does the work, government work. You see, he was in prison, but his job is done by his wife. But his wife, the point is this: his wife never learned, can't read newspaper, can't write and can't read. But the wife does everything, government work. So here, I'm saying, you see, even to get those positions, whatever, to the work, government work, doesn't depend on reading, able to. doesn't depend on the school and college, university, because these ministers' wife did the job for government. So you see, so what I'm saying is that it doesn't, see the answer for success, I mean, to get a high position, all this. So it didn't depend on that, the school or the education. But so he or she had no education, can't read and speak, can't write, but she did the job, it's government job, see. So like that. See, now here you can see there's something else. Success, there's something else. Not just only schooling, university, there's something else. There's another cause for success, you see. So as I mentioned, sort of Khumbu's Tibet, in the primitive place, people, so much peace and happiness in their life. Then the millionaires in the West, then so many billionaires in the West, their inner life. You see, they have everything, but inner life is so miserable, filled with the more wealth there is, more dissatisfaction. More wealth one achieves, more dissatisfaction. More unhappiness increased. So always you hear that when you hear their life story in newspapers or something, Time magazines or something, or when you hear the story, always you hear that. And then especially when you actually meet, then here, when they really express their life, you also learn, the real life, how it is. Flow problems, worries, fears. Because so big expectation, so much all the concern is so big. So see like that. So always not a worry appear to not achieve. So how much one has, not enough. So however all that, then fear, worries to lose and all that. There's so many problems. The heaviest problem, the biggest suffering is, unable to get satisfaction. So that's the biggest. And then after some time, you did everything, nothing brought you happiness. So it's even more miserable. Then, you see, you tried everything what you can do in the world, what you can get. Didn't achieve any happiness. So then more miserable. Become more miserable. You see, more miserable, more unhappiness. So that so therefore, then suicidal. Because can't achieve any happiness. You tried everything. You achieved all the reputations, wealth, everything. But didn't achieve any happiness, any peace, more miserable. So then, that's why drink so much. That's why, and then one solution is drink. Then you make your mind kind of the alcohol suppresses. Because there's no meditation, there's no dharma, so no other method in the life to achieve happiness. So alcohol suppressed. So like that, then suicidal. You see. So therefore, without a merit, no happiness. Without positive mind, positive action, without positive mind, without positive healthy mind, the detached mind to this life, the very first dharma, the very first dharma, the detachment to this life. You free your mind from attachment. You free your mind, the attachment, grasping to this life pleasure. That which itself is the biggest suffering, is the sicknesses of the mind, pain of the attachment. Itself is the biggest suffering problem of this life. Then from that attachment brings relationship, ongoing relationship pains, sufferings, hurt, grudge, hurt for many years. You can't heal. Hurt for so many years, pain. So all these things came from its branches from this attachment, like the tree branches. So anyway, So the very first dharma, the very beginning dharma, the freeing yourself, freeing your mind from this painful mind attachment, the sicknesses of the mind attachment, grasping to this life, to this life, small pleasure, to this life, small pleasure, but even that, if you analyze, is only suffering. By clinging, grasping that, it only leads to so many other problems, so many hundreds, thousands of problems. It leads to many problems. So that's how life filled with problems, one after another. At the same time, so many problems spread out. So it creates, then one after another. So life goes on like this. And life goes on like this. And you never give peace to yourself. You never give this way. You never give any peace to yourself. To actually get peace, to actually experience, to actually have peace in your inner life, in your heart. You need to get satisfaction. To get satisfaction, one has to let go. One has to let go the chronic disease or sickness of the mind, the painful mind, desire, grasping, holding, grasping. This life, very short time, very small pleasures. Compared, happiness of all the coming future lives, comparing those, very short time. Even that, if you analyze, it's only suffering. So that's what you see. So. I was following and living life with this worldly concept, this attachment, grasping, holding on to this, only this life, one's own happiness, one's own pleasure, but only this life, not all the coming, not the happiness of all the coming future lives, this long run happiness, not that, happiness of all the coming future lives, not that, just this one life. So, however, one needs to let go that painful mind, the disease, sicknesses of the mind, the attachment, the holding, the grasping, the something very small pleasure doesn't last. that very, very short-term pleasure. So then it has no end, which never ends. You try that, stop, then again try, again try, another one. So then stop, then again decide, not satisfied, again you try. So no end, no end. After some time, of course, death happened. However, same in the samsara. Even one is born human being, another lifetime, again same thing. You can never find satisfaction. Think maybe next one is better. However, nothing. It's the same story again. So it always leads to another one. But you never find satisfaction. It goes on. So not by following attachment, the desire, one never find satisfaction. From beginningless rebirth, we follow the attachment. So far we haven't found satisfaction. Never ended work. The following attachment, the attachment activity. We have been doing this from beginningless rebirth, but still didn't find satisfaction. Still didn't end. And as a result, die, reincarnate in samsara, again experience suffering, all the sufferings again in that realm, again die. So in this sixth realm, one after another. So that's the result of following the desire, the sicknesses of the mind, or the chronic disease of the mind. So this. So but the practice of dharma, letting go of this mind free from this attachment, this desire, clinging to this life, it's a very short term pleasure which doesn't last. The extremely short, very short term pleasure. And by analyzing, what you realize, discover, is not pure happiness, only suffering. So, label pleasure on the feeling suffering, so on. So this suffering has no end. But the Dharma happiness, letting go of that, then you have peace. You have you give freedom. Only then you have freedom. You give freedom to yourself. You see, then you have peace in your inner life, in the heart. There's sun shining happiness in your life. You see, freedom from the from the prison of attachment, cage of attachment. See, boundaries of attachment. So like this. So those who has achieved greatest reputation in this world, greatest reputation, actors and singers and so forth, who achieved the greatest reputation in this world. So many why they end their life suicidal. So that's a very clear explanation, clear proof that because didn't get to practice Dharma in their life. You see, as I mentioned before, by letting go this painful mind, desire, attachment, sickness of the mind, so it didn't achieve any satisfaction, peace in the heart. So like this, didn't get to practice Dharma. So just by following only the attachment, just only seeking only the worldly pleasure, you see, not Dharma happiness, only worldly pleasure. So you see. So the more one becomes famous, instead of more peace and instead of more achieving more, increasing more peace and happiness in the heart. You see, in one's inner life. Instead of that, more misery, more suffering, more dissatisfaction. More you become famous, more worry and fear, more suffering, more dissatisfaction. So like that, more problems. So therefore, then, you see, it's a solution. They can't. So there's no. Can't see other way to achieve happiness. So only things to suicide, to kill oneself. So like that. There's always, more you become famous, there's so much worry to lose your reputation. Also I heard, not only saying that, but also I heard, worry, fear, any minute you will lose your reputation. I actually heard about somebody. So you see, there's so much worry, something's going to happen. So much worry to become lower, see, and worry others become more famous than you. So however, besides many other problems, so like that. So whatever wealth, reputation, what they have now, what they achieve now, is some good karma from past. Created, you see. Like those singers who has a very attractive voice that draws so many millions of people. Very attractive voice that draws so many millions of people. And that makes so famous. However, you see, those like offering bell. If you offer bell, music of a bell to a statue, to a holy object, stupa or statue, scripture, even the holy objects, if you offer music in the sound of the bell, for example, that such attractive, a voice, sound that draws so many people, so many millions of people. That's just one small part of the benefit. Offering bell or music to, Buddha, temple, or even a statue or stupa or sculpture. That's just one tiny part of the benefit from the skies of benefit. Each music offering to the whole object has that to have such a voice that draws many millions of people. It's a small part of that. You see, when we offer music to bell or something, to stupa or statue or Buddha. So that, however, or either wealth and all these things is some from past life, some good karma. You see, for some people it's possible this life, this early life. However, generally, something long time ago, some past, some good karma. So that is experienced in this life, so that you have all the wealth, reputation, all that. But because you don't practice Dharma, you don't know Dharma, you don't practice Dharma. So therefore, life filled with the suffering. You don't know Dharma, you don't practice Dharma, you don't meditate, you don't take care of your mind, you don't take care of your life. So therefore, you see, don't protect your mind from negative emotional thoughts, cause of the sufferings. So therefore, your life is filled more and more, you see, with the suffering. Instead of feeling more happiness, more loving kindness, more compassion, more satisfaction, more contentment, you see, renunciation, and warm heart, more wisdom. And so that then feels more suffering. So that's what it is. So what I'm explaining is two things together. Without merit, nothing, no success, no happiness you can achieve. Then the other emphasis is, so merit doesn't come outside. You see, merit you have collected by yourself. You see, by making the mind pure, then you collect merit. See, other with the mind with Dharma renunciation, other with the mind with bodhicitta, your mind bodhicitta, correct, or your mind wisdom, see, right, wisdom is the right thing. You see, understanding image or the material image, then you collect merit, you see, or see Guru devotion, like that. So, generally, to collect merit, your mind has to become Dharma. Otherwise, you can't collect merit. Except the exceptional actions, circumambulation, prostration, offering to statues, to sculpture, to Buddha, these whole objects. Without virtuous thought, without the mind becoming Dharma, even mind is attached, contaminated, stained with attachment to cling to this life, or anger. Actions done, the circumambulating, prostration, offerings to these statues, to sculpture, Buddha's relics, so these holy objects. You see, action becomes virtue due to the power of the holy object. Except this, otherwise, then mind has to become Dharma. In order to collect merit, your mind has to become Dharma first. So they, that's so. So all the happiness, success has come from merit. To like merit, your mind has been dharma. So that's one thing. And the other thing is, the other thing is, if you don't make our mind dharma, if you don't make our mind dharma, then your life is only filled with this. Then you engage on, whatever you do, only create cause for suffering. Whatever you do, whatever action you do, it only becomes non-virtue, cause of suffering. And this life is only filled with the suffering. So only filled with the problems. So nobody wants problems. Nobody wants problems. So except those whose mind is well trained in thought transformation, or those, you see, those people who are those praying from the heart to have problems, except those who are praying from the heart, not because in the Lama Zopa, because you have to recite the Guru Puja prayer, Lamri prayer, Lojong prayer. So the Lojong prayer says, "May I experience suffering of all sentient beings." Because it is said in prayer that you have to recite, not that way. But from the heart, you pray for obstacles, so that you can experience the obstacle, so that you can make your life beneficial for all sentient beings by experiencing the obstacle on behalf of all sentient beings, by experiencing the sicknesses on behalf of all sentient beings, and you can experience the death on behalf of all sentient beings. You can experience the bad reputation or the somebody criticizing. You can experience this on behalf of all sentient beings. All the difficulty, all the sufferings, or all the receiving criticisms, so you take it upon yourself and let them to be free and have all the happiness of enlightenment. So, except those who really sincerely, who want to renounce, who want to give up self-cherishing, selfish mind, who really want to from the heart, who really, looking at the self-cherishing thought as an enemy and defeat and destroy. You see, who always look at this, who always look at, the self-cherishing thought as enemy. You see, rather friend, rather looking at a friend or supportive, rather looking at a friend or supportive, you see, somebody behind the who is supporting you. Not like that, but who always look at self-cherishing toward enemy all the time. And whatever you do, to destroy the self-cherishing thought. They target this, destroy the self-cherishing thought. And so, who sincerely pray to ask for the protectors by making offering dharma to them, then ask them sincerely to to receive obstacles. So you can offer your life to sentient beings to experience all their suffering. See, that's the main thing. So develop bodhicitta. So for the benefit of sentient beings, the goal is to not your happiness. The goal is happiness of sentient being to achieve that. See, so accept those practitioners. See, who do not want, who do not seek pleasure, who seek problems, who seek problems, because problem is so beneficial. Problem is so beneficial to develop them, so beneficial. Special training, to develop their mind in the path to enlightenment, the benefit of us sentients. So they, by encountering problem, so their life they are able to use their life, for other sentient beings, benefit of us sentient beings. See, so. Therefore, they giving trauma like a gift to the protector, to the spirits, and asking them to harm. So that send disease, sicknesses, and the unfavorable conditions, obstacles. So opposite, rather praying. Similar, like Gautam Bodhisattva praying, may I be born in the hell for sentient beings. You see, he always pray to be born in hell instead of praying to be common. Us common people pray to be born in Pure Land, but Gautam Bodhisattva, those, as I mentioned, you see, who really give up their life to sentient beings. To bring happiness to a sentient being, in enlightenment and so forth. And then they pray to be born in the hell. Instead of Pure Land, they pray to be born to be born in hell, themselves to be born in hell for the benefit of sentient beings. So that so that kind of practitioner sincerely wishing. So that's different. So they desire for problems, request their protector spirits, asking to give harm, obstacles. So that. Accept those. So otherwise, nobody wants problems. So that. So here, conclusion. Maybe there's no conclusion. Doesn't exist. Not only from its own side. Anyway, so second one, what I'm saying. First one is without merit, nothing you can do. No happiness, no success, nothing. The second thing is from your side, without changing your attitude, without making your mind positive, Dharma. You see, your life will be filled with problems, sufferings. No need to say next life. No need to question about next life. Just this life will be filled up with the problems. Your inner life will be filled up with misery. Like those other millionaires, as I mentioned, those people. So, like that. The life story. So once a life story become. So life, then finished. Life is gone, finished. You see, only creating cause of the suffering. You see, negative thoughts, the impure mind, negative thoughts, negative action, then result only problems, sufferings. So that's it. Even though received most precious human body, even though received most precious human rebirth, which is just about once, not again and again, which is just about once. Here we're not talking about perfect human rebirth, not talking about that. Just human body. See, that which gives incredible opportunity to use your Buddha nature, within your mental condition, in your mind, that your mind, which is the Buddha nature, the nature of to be fully enlightened being, to be free from all the sufferings cause and all the gross subtle mistakes of mind, and the complete all the qualities of realization, and this fully enlightened being who has nothing more happiness to develop, completed. See, all the qualities completed. That you can do perfect work towards numberless things. So the precious human body that you can utilize this, achieve any happiness up to enlightenment, whatever you want, this human body, you can use this human body, it gives opportunity to achieve all that, to get a cause of that. And this human body, you see, by having this human body, it gives opportunity for you to cause all the happiness to other sentient beings. Happiness of this life, you can cause to the sentient beings, to other sentient beings. Happiness of all the coming future lives, you can cause other sentient beings, the numberless sentient beings. You can cause liberation from samsara, ultimate happiness, everlasting happiness. You can cause to the numberless sentient beings. You can then full enlightenment, peerless happiness. You can cause numberless sentient beings. With this human body that you have now, this precious human body that one has now, that gives opportunity to all this. So however, one had this human body, one has, but didn't get use for all this. While there's all the opportunity, didn't get use. You see, to finish your suffering, to achieve ultimate happiness for yourself, even didn't get use for that. Besides others, besides able to make benefits for others. So without dharma, without learning dharma, without practicing dharma, without meditation on the path, then life becomes like this. Only filled up with result, only filled up with the suffering, problems, Because without Dharma, create only causal suffering. So then life goes on, finish one day. So become paid, and the future lives become so difficult because future life depends on this life. See, whether this life you practice Dharma or not. You see, how you live the life, this life. Future life, how it's going to turn out, happiness or suffering. Only suffering, or there be more and more happiness, and more happiness, more realization, then achieve enlightenment. It depends on this life. This life has a responsibility, and it depends on this life, how one live this life. Whether one practice Dharma or not in this life. So how one practice Dharma in this life depends on that. So, I don't know if we finished the rejoicing or not. I think we didn't finish. Did we finish?
No, we just got to bodhisattvas.
Huh?
We got to the bodhisattvas.
Oh, I see, that's right. Then interference happened. I think spirit interference. So we finished this section of prayer, which we started with. We do this and stop there. Mm-hmm.
Please let fall a rain of profound, extensive Dharma from 100,000 billowing clouds of perfect wisdom and compassion, to nurture, sustain and propagate a garden of kunda flowers for the benefit and bliss of all limitless beings. Though your Vajra body is subject to neither birth nor death, but is a vassal of the mighty King Unification, please abide forever according to our wishes, not passing beyond sorrow until samsara ends. I dedicate the mass of white virtues thus created, so that I may be inseparably cared for in all my lives by perfect pure gurus who are kind in 3 ways, and so attain the unified state of Vajradhara.
Mandala.
So, page 32. Vajingam Vajngam Vajramunaya Om Vanchan Sanya Saji Om Vajrarangya Om Che Charing Oyung Oveyusu Ring Yamoriram Shalomamo Lo Samburi No Mancha Chandramija Luranuma Nayandanayam Shem Yadandalancharon Raminyandan Raminyangida Rinpoche Rewo Masangishim Dajama Mamo Mayedo Tong Kolo Rinpoche Nomo Rinpoche Summo Rinpoche Lambo Rinpoche Lambo Rinpoche Tachung Rinpoche Mama Rinpoche Tachambaya Mumma Gamma Tramwama Nenoma Numoma Nansama Drichama Nyemo Dawa Rinpoche Nom Cholanamba Nyoengyasam Usulada Mema Jomun Son Soma Masawa Mema Sanjing Yedo Wadiran Rinchen Sawadang Yuma Chema Madan Lama Dhamma Nanang Yama Nuyan Lama Losa Tuan Doje Cham Chambola Sungoran Chemba Nala Jingamuang Yum Tajan Roan Jeso Jenen Son Romangya Nangya Dadan Yame Sanjan Nanja Tajawa Chambangane Jingilam Nusu. Special request, put on page 51. I prostrate and go for refuge to the Guru and the 3 precious gems. Please bless my mind. I'm requesting you to immediately pacify all the wrong conceptions, from incorrect devotion to the Guru up to subtle dual view of the white, red and dark visions that exist in my mind and in the minds of all other sentient beings. I'm requesting you to immediately generate all the right realizations, from Guru devotion up to enlightenment, in my mind and in the minds of all other sentient beings. I'm requesting you to pacify all outer and inner obstacles to actualize the entire graduated path to enlightenment, in my mind and the minds of all mother sentient beings. I prostrate and go for refuge to the Guru and his three precious gems. Please bless my mind. I'm requesting you to immediately pacify all the wrong conceptions from incorrect devotion to the Guru up to subtle dual view of the white, red and dark visions that exist in my mind and the minds of all mother sentient beings. I'm requesting you to immediately generate all the right realizations from Guru devotion up to enlightenment in my mind and the minds of all mother sentient beings. And I'm requesting you to pacify all outer and inner obstacles, the entire graduated path to enlightenment in my mind and the minds of all mother sentient beings. I prostrate and go for refuge to the Guru and his three precious gems. Please bless my mind. I'm requesting you to immediately pacify all the wrong conceptions from incorrect devotion to the Guru up to subtle dual view of the white, red and dark visions that exist in my mind, the minds of all mother sentient beings. I'm requesting you to immediately generate all the right realizations from Guru devotion up to enlightenment in my mind and the minds of all mother sentient beings. And I'm requesting you to pacify all outer and inner obstacles to actualize the entire graduated path to enlightenment in my mind and in the minds of all mother sentient beings. Idam Guru Ranamanda Niyachaya. Page 53. Sangye Churan Sangye Chana La Chanchumara Nanenge Suchi Dangye Sangye Mesonangye Rola Manye Sangye Drumashu So je peng yi cho she me to tram re rom le ji nye le ya mo ni sa Dreaming in me one boy Jamelian, the Mumala John says Awena, Kanching in me sung yellow Sandra, and Gasong and do tensing get so long, go song and bang and so on. Ranjim me chinro ajing yellow, Chodan the moon and roads and dosa, Nyundung and the boy jing yellow, Madam Guru Ranamandalangam Niryanaya. Sangye Churan Sangye Chonala, Chanchu Mara Naninga Such, Dangye Sangye Mesonangye, Roramanya Sangye Dramash. So je peng yi cho she me no tram re ram le ji nye leng ya mo ni sa Dreaming in me one boy Jamelian, the Mumala John says Awena, Kanching in me sung yellow Sandra, and Kasung and Lama Zopa Rinpoche, and bang and so on. Ranjim me chinro ajing yellow, Chodan the moon and roads and dosa, Nyudung yaran and boy jing yellow. Yanam Guru Ranamandalangam Niryanaya. Sangye Choran Sangye Choran Chanchu Mara Nanenge Sachin Again Sangye Masonan Kim Rora Mene Sangye Rumai Wasai Jie Fungye Joshemenom Trom Re Ram Leje Nieneng Yamoni Sangye Shindo Mene Om Yen Rokanam Nam Shela Chama Shona Drungan Jono Wando Checham Mimetsewena Chanchen Rezin Riming Yamewambo Jamelia Numo Malejan Sesawena Ganching Imbesungan Losandra Kya Sungundu Lama Sangela Ngosungan Mingane Sowane Ranshim Michin Roa Jingela Choda Namanan Rosandosa Nyunung Yeranam Bojing Yelo Medam Gururana Mandalangam Niryanayami. Page 55. I request the precious Guru who encompasses all objects of refuge of the past, present and future. Please bless my mental continuum. I request the precious Guru who encompasses all objects of refuge of the past, present and future. Please bless my mental continuum. I request the precious Guru who encompasses all objects of refuge of the past, present and future. Please bless my mental continuum. Visualize. 5 colored nectar beams flow forth from the Guru's holy body, entering my body and mind and those of all sentient beings. These purify all diseases, spirit harms, negative karmas and obscurations, especially all the collections of obscurations, negative karmas and degenerated samayas, created in relationship to the holy virtuous friend, such as giving harm to the holy body, breaking the advice, disturbing the holy mind, generating undevotional thoughts, criticizing, giving up the Guru, and so forth. From all my doors, sense organs and pores, these are dispelled in the form of liquid smoke or black soot. They are completely purified. My body becomes a nature of light, calm and clear. My life, fortune, merit, and all my qualities of understanding and realizations are fully developed. The blessings of the Guru's holy body, holy speech, and holy mind enter my body, speech, and mind, and those of all sentient beings. I and all sentient beings are now under the protection and guidance of the virtuous friend.
Maybe we stop here. Teach all the past, present, future, merit, may the bodhisattva be generated with the heart of all family, all of us here, in the hearts of all the sentient beings, without delay a second, may the generated may be increased. Chang joy, semen joy, rainbow, aje, maje, banam, je joy, jeva, nyaba, meba, ye. Kone gombo be Did all the past, present, future, marriage, that which I merely lived by mind, never I was also merely lived by mind. Achieved Guru Vajradhara's enlightenment, which is also merely lived by mind. Leader all the sentient beings who are also merely lived by mind. To that enlightenment, which is also merely lived by mind. By mind alone, who is also merely lived by mind. Did all the 3 times made this correct Bhavas. Any sentient being who see me, touch me, remember me, think about me, talk about me, even those who see my one's own pictures, who hears your name, who hears one's own name, just by that, may those sentient negative karma immediately get purified. May the cause to purify the negative karma immediately, and that way, may they never ever get upon lower realms. Since from that time, since from the time that they see oneself, touch, remember oneself, they hear one's own name, even sing photos, dreams of oneself. Since from that time, never ever get upon lower realms, and may all their sicknesses immediately get healed. The minute when they see oneself, touch, remember, think about, hear one's own name, dreams of oneself, sing one's own photo, and free from, as well as free immediately from spirit possession, spirit harms. Immediately they become free from lung. Just from lung, when they wind disease, depression or unhappiness, mind, they have been wind disease lung, immediately get healed. The depression immediately get healed. And may all their wishes be fulfilled instantly according to the Holy Dharma. So their wishes that are fulfilled, but nothing become, no danger become negative karma. So everything become, all their wishes fulfilled according to Dharma. And immediately they generate loving kinds of compassion. The minute when they see me, touch me, remember me, think about me, talks about me, or hears name, seen photo, immediately find faith in Rinpoche Karma, generate bodhicitta in their heart, loving compassion, ultimate good heart, and exercise path, and this sees development, achieve enlightenment as good as possible. I dedicate all the merits in the same way as to be able to follow wholly extensive deeds, but there's some of the Bhagavad Mantra they realize it. I dedicate all the merits the same way 3 times Buddhists dedicate their merits. General teaching to be a complete exercise. Heart was of Hamlet, all the students, all of us here in the hearts of all the students, the benefactors. Those who give up their lives to one another doing service in their teaching, but everyone's heart and have a flourishing world and spread. 조지자고 정가베 주변 넘바 배워다가 계속 마셔 또 이제 말로 정말 또 다시는 내가 좀 잡아서 산다와에 땜바 요리는 반jo So having tea, I'm not sure whatever is happening. So however, if there's time, go around, maybe circumvent the gomba or something. But what I mentioned by doing the meditation, mindfulness, what I mentioned last night. So to practice, going outside of walk in the road, whatever. So, anyway, whatever one is going to do, but use the meditation, that meditation of emptiness. So, from starting from here, actually one. From here to start that, to go or drink tea, whatever it is, that mindfulness, put effort in that. So that. Also drink or having dinner, all that. So whatever you're going to do anyway, so it does not interfere to whatever activity you do. So you can do that, any activity one does. That mindfulness it should be for somebody who's not familiar, they should gradually introduce how everything came from the mind, from there, then to I say the different impossible, maybe even first very gross hallucination, then more subtle, then different schools of view. It's the object to be repeated, So mentally you see mindfulness. And then prasangika school of view, the object to be repeated. So yesterday was that the prasangika sees that mathematical school, prasangika school view, object repetition, so that's on that. But actually impossible, gradually you see each school view, wrong view, you see. Then that helps to realize, the very subtle one, the hallucination, going to prasangika school view, you see. Because in our appearance, hallucination, there's all this hallucination, all the different schools' views of the hallucination, their point of view of each object of ignorance is even there. So, however, as I emphasized yesterday, so good to use. It's there. It's just there. It's just a matter of if you practice mindfulness. You see, you don't need to put effort. It's just a question of mind, question of watching, your perception, your appearance is a question of that, which is truly existent. Yeah. That then understanding it. So once you recognize it, then in your heart comes understanding. Understanding is not true. That's the point. That's the point. Then that helps to not rise other negative emotional thoughts, the cause of samsara, and engaging with karma doesn't happen. Not only that, then continuously you're creating cause, continuously antidote. So whatever you do, become antidote to with this awareness. Then whatever you do, activity, antidote to samsara, cause of liberation. Okay, good. Yeah. Our inherently existing person standing on the inherently existent cushion. Inherently existent Lama Zopa talking. Inherently existent the Mickey Mouse Zopa is talking. Mickey Mouse sitting on this sitting on this. I said Mickey Mouse throne. Sitting on the inherently existent throne, coming down on the inherently existent steps. Then walking out, you see, in the inherently existent floor, entering the inherent door, wearing inherently existent shoes. Drinking inherently existent tea, which is not there. Wearing inherently existent shoes, which is not there, which doesn't exist. So going into inherently existent kitchen, or the kitchen, or the inherently existent dining room, or entering in the inherently existent bedroom. Going to inherently existent toilet, inherently existent pee-pee, caca. So inherently existent dinner is not there. From inherently existent cook, made by inherently existent cook, which is not there. So like that. Doing inherently existent course, which doing inherently existent Mahamudra course, which doesn't exist. So like that. So anyway, that just put different. It's just put different way, but it's the same as the last night meditation. Just putting words differently. So, but if one's able to recognize, then everything's like that. So that means everything is like that. In the point of view of our ignorance, so everything like that. So that means everything is not true. So that's what we need, mindfulness. So. So, as I often say, you see, born from inherently existent father, which doesn't exist. Born from inherently existent mother, father, born from anyway, born. Born from inherently existent mother's womb, which doesn't exist, who do not exist, inherently existent. Then went in inherently existent school. Went in inherently existent school, inherently existent college, inherently existent university, which doesn't exist. I'm not saying there's no father, mother, there's no school, college, university. I'm not talking about that. Expression, object of ignorance. See? What the wrong concept, ignorance, beliefs. I'm talking about that. So then go to inherently existent degree, inherently existent degree, truly existent degree, which doesn't exist. Then got inherently existent job, which doesn't exist. Then got inherently existent money, which doesn't exist. Bought inherently existent car, which doesn't exist. Drive, say, on the inherently existent road, doesn't exist. To the inherently existent market, doesn't exist. To the inherently existent, went in the inherently existent shop, supermarket, inherently existent supermarket or inherently existent department store, which is not there, which doesn't exist. Inherently, then inherently existent, both inherently existent food, which doesn't exist. Both inherently existent dress, inherently existent dress, which doesn't exist. From the inherently existent shopkeeper, by paying inherently existent money, so which doesn't exist. So that. So the oh. That in the I think I don't know how many. Remember the course the Nuji, or on the hill. There was a one-time course ranged. Was Nuji, right? Many years ago, we I think Tara House. Who ran the course? I don't remember. Was it Uli? No, not Uli. But Barney, the very first director of Tara House, Nan Barney, who lives now down Sala. So, so we stayed at one house, and the course is on the hill, the building where of course. So Lama, I think, gave Tarastamani commentary, right? So I was supposed there for the preliminary for Lama. So well, there was one person, probably again I was mumbling, talking, probably emptiness, probably I think. So there was one person who believed nothing exists, who believed there's no self. You see, that himself didn't exist. He believed that himself didn't exist. See, who believes in nihilism, see, nothing exists. So he went. There's down below. There's water. There's a small a pond. There was a small pond, but not clean, kind of quite dirty pond. So that time there was snowing, cold weather. So this person went down. He went in the water to swim in the water. So he felt so cold. So then he thought, oh, I exist. So then he discovered exist. But before that, he was believing in nihilism, nothing exists. You see. Then he went in this cold water to swim. Then it felt so cold that I exist. Anyway, that's the thought. But anyway, the way we heard the sound, this croshaw or whatever, toshaw or something. Anyway, the sound we heard, but that sound is merely imputed by our mind, by those whatever. So there's a name. How the sound is made, how the sound happened, how the sound made. You see, that you express the sound. That's the name. That's the name. So your mind is imputing the sound. How the sound matters, you express. Is name. You are naming. So the condition that whatever this chair fell down, whatever you see, so like that. Similar to see the condition there, but you see the ta. So so you see what kind of sound do you hear? Ta. So you're naming. Your mind named, you see, labeled. So actually sound is merely imputed by one's mind. So what do you hear? You see, nose doesn't hear. Nose is not nose who hear. The sound is not nose here. not the tongue here. You see, it's the ear. It's only object of ear. You see, not the senses. This is not object in the senses, nose, tongue, but it's your that which object what is heard, object what is heard by the sense of ear. That is the base. Object what is heard by sense of ear is the base. And sound is the label. Imputed by sound is the label, imputed by one's mind. Oh, I heard a sound. You see, I heard a sound. Then you express sound. It's imputed by mind. So what is heard by sense of ear is the base. And that is to be labeled by your thought, sound. Sound. So here, sound is the label, and base of the. So that's what is heard by your sense of ear is the base, and sound is the label. So two different phenomena. Two different phenomena. They are not one. Two different phenomena. Base and the label. Base to be imputed. So if the base is sound, itself is the label sound, then you don't need to label sound. Then otherwise you're labeling sound on the sound. Then you have to label again sound on the sound. Then the endless. It's the same logic when you analyze the eye. It's mentioned Madhyamaka teachings. So that's one mistake classes. So whenever we label on something which is not that label. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. We're labeling on something which is not that, which is not the label, which is not that label, which is not that label. Of course, the base is also label. It's like the mother, from hen or chick, chick, then chick becomes the mother. Chick, after producing egg, they mean chicken, they become mother. So it depends on, it's like the mother and the daughter. When the daughter gets a child, they become mother. Is the daughter of this mother, but this is the mother of that daughter. So it's all relative. So label base was a label to that another base. You see, so it goes on like that. So it's all like that. So it's all like that. So from the eye down to the atoms of the body, from the eye down to the split seconds, the shortest the split seconds of conscience. So everything is means existing in the main name. That's on the existing in the main name. So everything exists, labeled. Everything exists, but exists labeled. So everything exists. Means everything exists in mere name, from the eye down to the the atoms, the particular atoms, all that. Then split seconds of consciousness, all that. So everything exists in mere name. And so that you see. So here, the analysis on the sound. See, when we meditate, see how the sound is dependent on arising. The Prasangika skill will be dependent on arising. Sound exists being merely imputed by depending on the base. by depending on the base. The object was Nasheti Nyencha was heard by this sense of the ear. So, so depending on that, then level sound exists. It's imputed. Depending on that, the sound is imputed by the mind, merely imputed by mind. See. So therefore, sound do not exist from its own side. Sound exists, doesn't exist at all from its own side. So the sound is totally empty. Sound is totally empty from its own side. That's the reality. That's what we need to meditate on and realize. But the hallucination is sound which doesn't exist. Is after our mind. There's object of sensory ear. When that is actualized, then mind immediately impute sound. Oh, I heard sound. Before the object of sensory ear, before it happened, object that is heard by sensory ear, before it happened, there's no reason to call, oh, I heard sound. You don't say that. And the minute when the object to be heard by the sense of ear, the minute when this happened, your mind doesn't label sound also at the same time. Your mind doesn't label sound also at the same time. Why? Why it doesn't happen at the same time? Probably when we do not analyze, we think, it should happen at the same time. But that's totally mistaken. Because if you analyze, in order to label the sound, in order to label the sound, you see, mind to label sound. Oh, I heard a sound. You see, before you label sound, you have to hear. You have to hear. You see, there has to be object heard by senses, by sensory ear. The object that is heard by sensory ear, that has to come first. That has come first. Then you see, after that, I heard sound. Then you see, and then also, not maybe another example. So, sometimes, put this way. You met a person, friend or relative. You met a person, friend or relative, many years ago. Then suddenly, unexpectedly, you meet somewhere in chai shop or some the Starbucks. Huh? Starbucks. You met in chai shops or the Starbucks. If it's India like that, in Nepal, India, somewhere chai shops or where they sell sweets, in the dusty road. People love sweets, then you buy the sweets in the dusty road. Anyway, or Starbucks or train as a translation or somewhere, hotel or somewhere. Anyway, you meet, you saw the base, you saw the person's body, but you haven't remembered the label. You see, then you talk. Oh, I see. From the voice, the way the person looks wise. Oh, now, see. Oh, then you remember, oh, this person, that. Then you remember that person's name. Then you remember, oh, that person, in the past, we did this, we did that, you know. Oh, who did me this and that. But then label comes, you see. So, how did the label come? What makes you remember that particular label is because the voice and how the person's face look, you know. Then slowly, you see, by seeing that particular feature, the voice, that, or bring up maybe stories of that. Then you remember the future of the person. Oh, then the label. The name comes. Then you label. So this is a more slow one. Base first, and then label up comes after. More slow one. You see. But this is more slow one. That's why I'm giving this particular example. So anyway, to say, oh, I heard a sound, to be able to say, to be able to name that, you have to hear something. You have to, the sense of your sense of object has to hear something first. Otherwise you have no reason at all. No reason at all. You have to hear something first. In your mind level sound. Good sound, bad sound, you see. So the labeling sound doesn't happen at the same time, the bass. First bass, then sound, labeling sound. You see, the labeling sound comes later. So therefore, you can see they are totally different phenomena. They're not one. Even though, to our hallucinating mind, when you hear sound, it looks like one. Looks like one, or depends on the state of your mind. One, or is it undifferentiable? What you hear and the label sound undifferentiable. You can't differentiate. Or on that base, however, the sound, even though it's mere level by your mind, came from your mind, mere level, but you hear back up to your mind the label sound, mere impeded sound, you hear back, not mere labeled by your mind, sound existing from its own side. So that is total hallucination. See, so total hallucination, the independent sound existing from its side, total hallucination. So similarly there, the sound you see, tosho, whatever. I don't remember that sound. Do you remember how it happened? Called tosho. I'm not sure that's the same. So you see, existing from its own side. Oh, that's totally hallucination. That part is totally. There is sound, but sound appearing to existing from the side. That's total hallucination is not there. Totally empty right there. So that, there is sound, but the way you hear sound is not true. That's not true, I'm saying. The way the sound appears is not true. So that. So I think that's the end. I think that's the end. So I think what's her name, please? Gary. So Gary made the conclusion.